One day I sat down at my desk and realized I am a completely useless human being, and so logically I decided that I'd be making my first game in one day. So it was time to create a new project in Unity. I came to the decision to call this game La Belly Sheep?
La Belle Sheep.
I then created a sheep. Why a sheep, you ask? Well, I don't know, sheep is in the name. Why must you put me in this situation every single time? Huh? Oh, you wanna go? Oh, so you wanna go? Oh, I see you. You're one of those guys, alright? Well, I'm good at that. Me and go? Then you gotta get your peppercinos. I then slapped it into Unity and ta-da! So exciting. I then quickly made an enemy sprite. Hold up, wait just a minute, it's missing something. Then slap cute enemy into game and boom, and we're done. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you create a game in 12 hours. Then I created a player script so my player can actually move. Basically, if you press the arrow keys, our sheep will move up or down. Now that our player can move, we need to set some boundaries so the player doesn't go off the screen because that's not game breaking at all. I don't know what you're talking about. I also need to add some smoothness to the movement, like adding oil to a squeaky door hinge. Don't I sound so intelligent? My god. Now that that's done, I'm going to create a new script so the enemy can actually move toward the sheep. And after using my non-existent brain cells, we got the enemy moving. If you think that the current enemy is ugly as frick, you're 100% correct. 1 like is equal to 1 prayer for spiky enemy. So I made a new sprite for my enemy, which someone later remarked looks like a fucking green cotton ball. I then put it into the game and everything is working as intended. I said everything is going to plan so far, no issues whatsoever. I kinda say they kinda look like a union. I then created some enemy spawn patterns, created a new script, and got an actual playable game. I also implemented increasing difficulty, so it wasn't easy peasy for all the non-existent time that you're going to play my game. Sigh. I realized that the gameplay shown doesn't demonstrate the increasing difficulty, but just trust me. After all, I am just some random kid on the internet. Now, even with the green cotton ball enemy, my game still looks like absolute trash. I need more juice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Here is where I insert an inspirational quote from the famous philosopher Thomas Aquinas. Particle effects is a juice. Aquinas 2020. I don't even think Aquinas is Italian. Mamma mia! Okay, my accent's just horrible. Yeah. So I made a hit effect for when you hit the enemy using the Unity particle system. And yeah, juice has been poured. I then created another particle effect for when our sheep moves. It looks like the sheep is farting a herd of sheep. I then redesigned the green cotton balls into squished red cotton balls. Looks much better, am I right? I'm just gonna take my leave. Guys, the red squish cotton ball is very sad. If you want to make him happy again, you need to smash subscribe and like. Please. Please. I'm begging you. Please. I also made a temporary background. I tried making it parallax, and trust me, I spent an hour, way longer than I should have, but just couldn't figure it out. So, I guess no parallax background. I then redesigned the cotton balls once again, and now they're slightly redder in color, and no longer squish. Alleluia! I I then thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool if there was an HP and score indicator? So I set out to do just that, and then I ran into another problem. My lack of brain cells. This joke is getting pretty old. The score indicator wasn't working, so with my big brain, I had a very, very unique idea to replace the score with a timer. I actually believe this is more fitting for the game, so I guess it all worked out in the end. I also made a function so that you can press the R key to restart the game when you die. Now that we only had a few hours remaining, I had a few final things that I needed to polish for this to be called a finished game. Create a menu and include sound effects. I decided to make the menu first since I believe a game really isn't a game without a proper menu. It's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. I'll probably come back to it if there's time. I then made a sound effect for the bloody cotton balls when the sheep hits them. I then made another sound for when the sheep is moving up and down. But it was time to face it. My game looked like some 6-year-old was on a road trip and got bored and made some art on his iPad and used toilet paper rolls and scotch tape to piece it all together. And so I decided to follow the advice of our ancestors. Post-processing makes any game look dope. Some wise man 2020. And just like that, my game has ascended from level 1 crook to level 100 boss. Now that my game looks half decent, notice how I said half, I need music. But since I have absolutely no clue how to make music, I'm going to get some free music from something called Google. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a really useful tool. You should try it out sometime. I'm sure I'll figure out how to make my own music one day, but that's for another video. So there it is, making my first game in 12 hours. I'm actually pretty proud of myself because it turned out better than I thought it would, honestly. So yeah, if you want to try it out, it's completely free and the link is in the description. My best time is 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and 61 milliseconds. So if you beat that, I won't believe you. If you made it this far, make sure you smash subscribe and that like button, or smash dislike button, whichever one you like, and also join my Discord server with the link in the description. Anyways, hope to see you next time. Bye.